absence of all that is now was the void. The no thing, empty even of emptiness. The primal blackness, the vacuum of being, the not there anywhere. Somewhere in the no place, where nothing is possible. Somehow, in the empty silence, the scream began. The soul of the world, awakening to its prison. And a need, eternal and naked, fills the vacuum with a passion, a lust, a presence. The aching need shines like a sun on the world's soul and seed. And in the unwomb of non-being, she forms, is shaped by the terrible need of a billion generations yet unborn.
Watch now as the mother rises from the void. She is Gaia, the earth, rising from the void in the full bloom of her youth. Radiant, resplendent, the mother of all, whose own color is nothing at all. She drifts aimlessly in chaos, enjoying the ride. She is high and alive and totally into herself. Eventually, her self-absorption collapses in on herself. Her singular presence implies the presence of her opposite, and so she swells with her first progeny, a man-child, Uranus, the sky.
Bursting from Gaia's womb and fully a man, Sky wraps himself around his maiden mother. She now splay before him. After this first yielding, he takes her. It's not gentle because he is young and wild, but so is she. And as she gasps, it is spring all over her, and he sends the winds to caress her. Goes on for a long, long time. Gaia and Uranus, tumbling through oblivion, oblivious to everything except each other.
So much of Sky's love makes her ripe for another yielding.
Yet her womb is already full, bursting with her latest progeny.
The race of Titans!
Yes, we cannot pass from her.
Our father will not withdraw because
The Sky King is in heavenly bliss. He will not miss a moment of this ecstasy.
He is out of himself and into her completely self-absorbed.
Within Gaia's womb, the Titans are getting restless. They are monsters, the nightmares of chaos. They brawl, they riot, and the Holocaust they wreak within their mother nearly tears Gaia asunder. The great mass of land shreds as the Titans direct their fury outward. And thus, the continents are made. Among the Titan brood is Prometheus, whose name means more knowledge. While his brother and sister Titans go mad within the womb of Earth, Prometheus is tormented by voices and visions. He sees Kronos, the eldest of his generation, as their leader, divinely mandated. He knows Kronos' destiny, his birthright. Yet, he must wait for Kronos to approach him. The world cannot turn until Kronos comes to himself.
Prometheus, why are you sitting there? We have to get out. We'll die if we don't get out.
Nothing dies, Kronos. Things change, that is all.
What can change this? Our mother is falling to pieces as our numbers grow. Soon we'll all suffocate.
Why don't you stop it?
How can I stop it when I don't know the cause? When I don't even know what confines us?
The cause is the root.
Hate. Riddles! Riddles need thinking, and I hate to think.
That's because you are an imbecile.
Call me an imbecile, I'll kill you!
You won't? You can't? And I die with the secret, you wouldn't want that?
I want the secret. I want to know the cause.
Secret is you will be ruler of the cosmos, you will be God.
What is a god?
Seek your father.
And when I find him,
You'll know what to do.
where will I find him?
Ask your mother.
Mother! Mother! Mother!
Yes, my son.
I need to find my father.
He is here within me.
Why does he torture us?
He is God.
He is no God. He does not know us, see us, or care about us. He does not show his face. He kills us with neglect.
You must make him notice. You must wake him.
Wake him.
Yes. You will not have long to search.
Father! Father! Father, listen. You must release us. My brothers and sisters are tearing our mother apart. She can no longer bear your presence, nor ours.
Who calls?
I, Kronos, your son.
Son?
You have many sons and daughters.
I am the Sky King, the God One. There are no others but my mate and me. Our consummation is complete, our unity perfection, our bliss transcendent. The universe need not be any other way.
But Father, we exist!
You might as well not exist at all.
We do, and we wish to be free.
You will never be free.
Hear me, Uranus. I swear on my right to heaven's dominion, we will be free! I will attack the root of the problem.
Guided by Gaia, Kronos digs among the bones of the earth and discovers the means, metals, coal iron. He takes the load to the heart of Gaia, the core of her being, where burns the essence of life. In the fire of his mother's love, Kronos forges a weapon of hate. Strike to reap the freedom. His brother and sister Tiny see his work and marvel. This is a king, they say. He will free us, and the cosmos will be ours!
Uranus, you are God, and we are willing to let you be so. We want our release, nothing more.
I am not God on your sufferance non-entity. I rule a universe of two, my mate and me. This will not change.
It must change, or you are God of nothing.
Yes, you are nothing. And I am your God. This will not change.
I have the means to take you down.
Yes! But you lack the strength to wield it. You lack the courage. You lack the will.
Do you hear that? The thunder! Rumblings of
made white the blackness of space and blotted the stars. God had fallen. The blue gush of his blood fills the chasms in between the new-made continents, flooding the earth and creating the oceans. In a frenzy of release, the Titans exploded from Gaia's depths and ran mad throughout the cosmos! Is Titan King and God. He rules the universe with one rule only. No rule! Kronos does nothing more than indulge his appetites. Spectacular displays of gluttony, wanton acts of destruction, endless orgies, expressing everything black and perverse in the heart of God. Prometheus is disturbed, but remains silent. No one notices, but Prometheus notices when Rhea, wife and sister of Kronos, bears him a child.
Kronos, look, a female. Kronos, wait! God must not sleep. What kind of God are you?
God does not sleep. God passes out. God has the whole world in his eyes and ears. I feel every lust, every passion, every need in the universe. I take it all into me. Need itself, and it consumes me. It is killing me, but I like it. It's going down.
I have borne you a child.
This is not good news.
She is a continuation of our line. It is good news.
We will have to give up our place.
In time.
In no time. Never. Belongs to me. I will not give up my place.
But you will have to.
How do you know?
Prometheus told me.
Prometheus.
Yes.
Once Prometheus called me an imbecile when I was young, before I castrated my old man and became God.
You said the Godhead consumed you.
I am the Godhead. I cannot consume myself.
But you just said.
I was asleep. Ah! Shut up. When did you speak with Prometheus?
He approached me. He saw I was pregnant and said he could see the destiny of our offspring.
Bring me the child. So much for her destiny.
Kronos is God. No rules.
Rhea's pain was new to the world. Pain of the heart, pain of loss. Nothing could shake it from her. Rhea lost all joy in Titan excess. Kronos was concerned. He sensed the cycle coming round again, and thus
shadows of our mother while our father made us prisoners. If it weren't for me, you'd still be down there, trembling under a wet stone with the other creatures of snot like yourself. What is this garbage? Just right out the throat. You called me an imbecile. You are an imbecile. I am God. I cannot be supplanted. I cannot die.
We can't die, but we can suffer. And we will suffer. We will.
Prometheus, you speak and the shit flows like rivers. We do not suffer. No one suffers here. We are free. Nothing can be wrong with that. No order, no law, just the will in its winds is the whirlpool of want and need. And I am the vortex into which it all drains. Suck it all in and vomit, shit, snot, piss it all out. That is the power of God.
I have to tell you, I find you repulsive.
That's because you're not one of us. You're a freak. Something that fell twisted from Gaia's womb. Maybe you fell from her asshole instead. You should have been destroyed at birth.
Yet I am here, and I know only what I see. And I see you will fall, Kronos. Your father will visit his vengeance on you in the guise of your own son.
That will not happen.
You can't prevent it. Your consorts drop one titan litter after another. The universe is submerged in their wailings. You will never know which one of them will someday rise and pull you down.
Oh, I will know, Prometheus. I will know, I will smell that they are not of my kind. They will be weak. They will smell like you. And I will eat them while they are still wet from their mother's womb.
Oh, great Kronos, King of chaos, Lord of filth, and murderer of defenseless babies.
Mock me again, and I'll eat you too.
You'll need to save your threats for greater beings than I, Kronos. I'll not try and block you. You don't have to worry about me.
Four more children did Rhea bring before Kronos, and Kronos ate them raw and living, a horrible blood feast. Rhea watched and grieved, falling deeper into despair, until that black grief collapsed into a fiery rage. Sick with the smell of her children's blood, yet thirsty for the taste of her husband's, Rhea goes before the presence of God.
My daughter, I know your pain.
I'm pregnant. Again.
Don't be afraid.
I am afraid. Kronos does as Kronos wills. He is a monster and will destroy this baby too.
This baby is the savior.
Even so, Kronos will destroy it once it's born. He knows the smell of my offspring and can detect it anywhere in the cosmos.
My daughter, I am the wellspring of life. Gods will rise and gods will fall, but I will remain. Nothing exhausts the wellspring.
How can we save the Savior?
I form within myself a cave, a dark and secret place beyond the ken of Kronos, a place he has not seen and does not know, a place where chaos flows into the void. There you will deliver the child.
But then,
I have asked Prometheus to midwife the birth. Trust him. He will tell you what to do next.
yes, Mother.
Come to me now.
Gaia's depths, returns to the place of her own creation to yield forth the savior of the new generation of gods. She wanders alone through the darkness, heavy with child and fear.
I must go back. The savagery of Butcher Kronos is better than this loneliness. This cold. Mother! Mother! I am so deep within her she cannot hear me anymore. Mother! I must go back. My husband is a monster, but I return to him anyway. I will give him this child and endure. What life is here? Mother, I'll never see the sun again if he finds I have betrayed him. My pain will not decrease if I return, but at least I will be among my kind, kin, and I will not have to suffer alone. There's nothing for me here. And how can I raise the Savior in poverty and darkness? I must go back.
Stay!
Put that out, you heedless fool! Have you no fear of God?
I have no fear of Kronos. Peace. He can't see us here. As a matter of fact, he can't see much of anything at all right now.
How can you be sure?
Gaia and her eldest sister Night surround us, and Kronos sits unconscious on the high seat of heaven. The Godhead wears on him.
He says it consumes him.
It would have in time, but fate demands he falls by the hand of your son, who is the Savior.
My son?
Yes. He's called Zeus, and he will be called the All-Father, the Thunderer, and God. He will resurrect his brothers and sisters and sire a new race of beings, the likes of which this cosmos has never seen. It'll be beautiful, transcendent, the apex of creation. Angels, in whose presence even a stone will feel holy.
Listen to him, my daughter. You must not turn back.
It is possible, you know. We live in a world that celebrates life and manifests the absolute, the nameless, faceless one who is, who sired Gaia in the void, and who will be, even after we have passed. We are immortal.
As I love you, I have loved all of my children, beloved Rhea. But your time has passed. The universe has turned into a cesspool in the hands of the Titans. We must proceed, all of us, everything that lives. We must proceed. Even so, the decision to leave or stay is yours.
I will remain. My children, they will become as you say.
And more.
Then let us begin.
My pain is your life, my body on fire so that you may live. This world of strife that calls you, my child. Can you forgive being sent there?
Oh, Prometheus, I can't stand it! Oh, why does it hurt so?
Because change doesn't come easy to this world.
I feel like I'm dying!
It's part of the process, too.
The thunder echoes in the canyons of the earth as the new god enters the world. With his teeth, Prometheus breaks the cord that ties Zeus to his mother, wipes the infant clean, and gives him to Rhea to suckle.
Thank you.
Gratitude will be short-lived.
Why?
Because soon you'll have to leave here. You'll have to return to Kronos. Already he wakes and wonders where you are.
I will not leave my son.
You will have all of your children back, Rhea. Not now.
Prometheus, I have watched as my children were murdered by their sire, as their blood ran down his jowls and stained his beard. This child will not suffer that, nor will he be raised without his mother.
Don't fight me, Rhea. Everything depends on what you do next.
And what will happen if I stay?
Kronos will hunt you down and destroy you both.
And if I leave, then what?
Then the universe will see the glories I have described.
It shouldn't be this hard to
The
decide!
issue is between what's best for you and what's best for all.
Don't give me that. I don't give a piss worth what's good for all. I've had nothing but pain from the moment I entered this miserable life. And now that I want something for myself that will give me the slightest happiness, you want to take it away!
I'm not trying to take your happiness away. But there's a plan that must be fulfilled. Otherwise, this life will be without any meaning.
My life has all the meaning it needs.
Remain here, and the future is destroyed. It would have been better for us never to have existed at all. Don't make me deceive you, or force you. I can do both.
You will suffer for this, Prometheus.
I know.
You will suffer, and when that day comes, I will be there. You will shriek in pain, and I will hear music. Your blood will run, and I will bathe my feet in it. Take the child.
Wait! This stone is smeared with the afterbirth. Wait until Kronos is too drunk to see and give it to him. Tell him it is his last child.
The stone is cold against my breast.
Go to your fate, Rhea.
Zeus was raised in secret by the spirits of the earth, whom Gaia created for the task. The young god lived a sheltered life on a mountaintop, hidden from the sight of Kronos. He presides over his tiny realm without a care or concern, until Prometheus comes to visit him.
Good morning.
I don't think so.
I intend no harm.
Others do.
I know.
You're a Titan.
In form, yes, but not in spirit.
Did Kronos send you?
No, I came to send you to Kronos.
I have no desire to go to Kronos.
So much the worse for us all, Zeus.
I know the story of my birth. I was spared annihilation, and I will continue to be spared. Leave me, Titan, you make me uneasy.
Good, good. The friction of our trials is the energy of our evolution.
You're eloquent for a Titan.
I am unique, and I have a plan
That is,
to wake you.
you've done that. Anything else?
Much more.
Who are you?
You know me, Zeus. The first face you ever saw was mine.
Prometheus! Yes, I never believed it till now.
Believe what?
That a Titan rescued me.
It's true.
I can only assume you've come to collect.
You're not in my debt. You belong to the cosmos. Well, the cosmos belong to you.
The cosmos belongs to Kronos. Only this mountaintop belongs to me.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were spared?
No. Yes.
It's time for you to come home, young god.
I am home.
No, your home is the throne on which your father now sits.
Madman, I will not be persuaded to go to my death.
No, I'm sending you to your destiny.
This is my destiny. Here, on this mountaintop among my nymphs and servants. I require nothing more.
Good. Then remain here. Rot. Let the universe rot with you. Like you could lead us.
It's not that I'm weak. Kronos is too strong.
Perhaps, but that doesn't explain your cowardice.
My life is precious, damn you. Against all odds, only I survive.
And you'll survive again. Trust me. We need you.
We.
I and your brothers and sisters. They sleep now in the belly of Kronos, and you will liberate them and bring a new order to this universe.
I don't have that power.
No, your destiny is your power. That which is ordained is irresistible. You have only to say yes. Zeus, wake. Come to yourself.
But if destiny demands the fall of Kronos, won't it happen regardless of whether or not I act?
Perhaps, but other fates will remain unfulfilled. Mine, for example, the whole world, in fact.
This is a heavy burden you put on me.
I didn't put it there. What you are, what you must become, is your burden, your responsibility, your debt to the cosmos.
What must I do?
Come down off this mountaintop and see what your father has made of the cosmos. We'll detect your presence and come for you soon enough.
Lead me then.
No, you lead.
Do you smell that, Kronos? It's sweet, clean, pure. It makes me want to puke my fucking guts up. Do you hear that? The thunder!
Hold him fast! Hello, son. Nice of you to join us as dinner.
I'm not your son or your dinner.
Oh, you are, my son, you are. And now, you're going to meet your brothers and sisters. Isn't it wonderful what a close family we are?
I will not permit you to harm me.
Will you permit me?
Or me.
How about me?
Stand him up! Look hard into this face. What do you see?
Power without conscience. Stagnation and death. Cowardice. Fear!
Fear, you shit. I am God. God does not fear.
No, you fear Kronos. Your father's curse echoes in your mind and becomes deafening in my presence. I come for your throne. Your time as king is through.
You know, if I had a sense of humor, I would find this whole situation hilarious. Look at you. Obviously insane, trying to dictate terms to me, God. And I know who put you up to it, too. Prometheus. Only he could generate such complete stupidity.
Prometheus is a cancer. We should cut him out. Burn him away.
I intend to deal with Prometheus, and when I find him, I'll stick his foresight so far up his hindsight, he'll be shitting predictions for a week.
I will not allow it. Behold my power, father.
Power you need in the balls.
Brothers, sisters, wake!
What's happening?
Rise, brothers and sisters. I call you forth. Our time has come. The pain, the darkness, so black, dark.
His jaws! His teeth!
Tearing into us, oceans of blood flowing.
The pain like fire consuming me!
No! I will hold you down! If I must swallow the sun, I will hold you down! Titans, come to me! We must contain them!
Look out for you, father! Your children are rising. In a moment they will explode from you. If you resist, it will be easier.
Never! I will fight! Yes! I will not relinquish the Godhead! I will not! I will not! I will not!
It's not for you to choose anymore! Brothers and sisters, come forth!
This is not over.
We will forgive you and love you as our father. Surrender now for the common good.
This is far from over. Now, you have a war on your hands!
He's getting away!
Stop the monster! Let him go. No pain and sorrow has befallen us.
Now's not the time. The war will come, we will win. But we have much to do first.
Not know who I am. None of us do.
I know you. I see who you are. One of me, part of me. One blood, one flesh. We are the beginning, and soon the universe will reflect and magnify our glory. For now, let's go home to Olympus.
The generations do not surrender. This is as true for gods as for men. They will fight with all their strength to preserve themselves, though fate itself demands they yield.
Why fight so hard? So bitterly when the outcome is as sure as death? The struggle is in our very blood. To cling to life, draw one breath more, push one more step forward, to live and kill when life is threatened. Animals, gods, men. We are all born to the struggle, and we will fight the battle again and again, despite the inevitability of the outcome. Kronos wandered the cosmos, gathering the Titans, preparing them for war. He hunted Rhea down and mutilated her horribly for betraying him. Cast out by her own kind, Rhea sought refuge on Olympus among her children. Zeus was uncertain. He and his siblings were outnumbered, despite having spent many years interbreeding and spawning new gods. Zeus needed a strategy and a weapon, and he knew whom to send for.
Prometheus! The father calls you to his audience.
Who calls me to his what?
Are you deaf, Titan? The father calls you to his audience.
Oh! He must mean Zeus. Amazing. His hubris is eons ahead of schedule.
Don't mock the father, Prometheus. Fear the new ruler of the universe. Respect him, support him, and he will look favorably on you.
Why does the father wish to see me?
Yours is not to question, only obey.
Very well, Hermes. I will go with you.
Take my hand and I will fly you to the father's presence at the speed of thought.
Thanks, but I'd rather walk. You never know what you might miss traveling at the speed of thought.
Do not delay, or risk the father's wrath.
Tell the father I will arrive shortly. Tell him that I have anticipated his needs and am working even now to satisfy them.
Good. Praise Zeus! Give him glory!
Of course, praise Zeus! Give him glory!
Prometheus descends into the depths of earth, seeking out his one-eyed brethren, the Cyclopses. They are master craftsmen, artisans of great skill, who spend their days mining for precious metals and creating wondrous works of art to please and delight the Mother Gaia.
Brothers! I have a special favor to ask you.
Our work is for our mother alone.
Hear me out. It doesn't matter. Who besides our Holy Mother deserves the beauty we bring to this dark world? The one who will bring the world to light. The usurper! The one who will plunge the cosmos into revolution and chaos.
We'll kill you first.
Brothers, listen.
Can you steer Kronos into Ram? Can you imagine what he'll do to us? We bet his son.
Kronos will do nothing to you. His son will be victorious with your help. And you will be given a place of honor in the new universe.
Prometheus, your name is synonymous with treachery and having a great generation.
Because our generation must pass and the universe must be made anew. The Titans are bludgeoning fools. Their destruction is certain. You're far too gifted and must look forward to the rest of us.
What if he refused?
Well, then you'll suffer like the other fools.
Let's kill him!
No! Let's ask our mother.
Good luck. Let's call her.
I am here, my sons.
Oh, Holy Gaia, Prometheus has asked us to work against Kronos.
Bring out Zeus who will bring war and strife to the world.
He is asked us to betray our brother.
We have lived in peace and quarreled with no one.
What should we do?
My children will shed each other's blood, regardless of what you do or do not do. Each blow that is struck will smite me as well. Coming war cannot be prevented. I ask you to act in the interest of all.
Should we believe in Prometheus?
Prometheus is great and noble.
Gaia, Holy Mother. Must forge a weapon. A weapon. We are artists. How can we form a weapon? We wouldn't know how. I will teach you. You will forge will be a thing of extraordinary beauty. A weapon only in the hands of Zeus. It will be the marvel of the universe. Everyone will fall in awe of his power and majesty.
What is this thing? We must find the rarest and most evanescent of Earth's metals. And then what? I will show you what to do.
Prometheus toils with the Cyclopses, working long and hard to forge the work of art that will bring Zeus fully to power. When it is complete, Prometheus leaves the bowels of Earth and journeys to Olympus. The spray of bearing the weapon, it embraces. The weapon is a thing alive. The journey to Olympus is long and arduous. After many days, Prometheus comes before the presence of Zeus, exhausted, too worn to speak.
Now you deign to come for us, Prometheus. Should we thank you? We almost forgot we sent for you. I'm speaking to you. Where have you been?
Didn't Hermes give you my message?
He did, and I was not pleased.
Why didn't you come for me yourself?
Because I have a full-blown war on my hands thanks to you, and I don't have the means to fight it.
You do now.
What do you say?
Why you called for me, and rather than waste time, I took it upon myself to handle the problem directly.
I don't like being disobeyed.
You may have to get used to it, Zeus.
Are you being flippant with me, Prometheus? Do you have any idea what's at stake here? I am God.
Oh, you are not God. Not yet. But your time has come. I have brought you the means.
Show me.
Kneel.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, you must kneel.
I kneel before no one.
Then you're not fit to wield the power of God.
You possess the power of God.
I do.
Why not wield it yourself?
Because it isn't for me to do so. It is for you.
Give me the power.
Kneel before it. Show us all that you are wise and humble enough to kneel before the power that will make us humble before you. Zeus, this is your coronation. You are wise and just. You need not ever kneel again. The power I bring was forged in the soul of the Holy Mother, and will bring the Titans crashing down. Behold the power of God, Zeus! Behold! Lightning!
Let's find the Titans and destroy them.
Yeah!
Mother! Kronos has amassed his army. They have piled 3 mountains on top of each other and are preparing to storm Olympus. It's begun. Oh, brothers and sisters, soon. Soon.
You want to be the master? You want the power? I'll show you what power really is.
There are too many, too strong. Not even lightning will be enough.
The battle is within you, Zeus, as is the lightning. Choose now whether to win it or lose it.
Hades, summon the mist of hell. Block them, blind them, cast them into confusion. Poseidon, send your ocean rushing down the lateral mountain. Demeter, cause yawning castles open up before them. The rest of you, to my side.
every blow struck against the flesh of any of her children, Gaia weeps. Her tears fall in rivers and carves canyons into the face of the land. Every living thing upon and in her is hostage to the slaughter. The blood of the gods rains from heaven, stains her, nears her grief. And as she takes the blood into herself, absorbs her children's pain, inside her, the blood mixes with her tears, mixes with the dirt, the ash, the stone, the roots of which she is made. And the blood begins to thicken, congeals slowly, painfully, making a strange, restless mud that still resonates the battle from which it came. The divine blood of the fathers has inspired the body of Mother Gaia for one final procreative act. That is how the race of man was born.
Olivia, hold on! Put it down! The light is the power. The power is our unity, our love. We are the power. We are the power. We are the power. We are the power. Prometheus! Thank you.
I acted as was necessary, my friend, and you're welcome.
What do you think you're going to do with the Titans, Zeus?
Sign them to the underworld. I don't want them in my sight.
But the underworld belongs to me, brother.
Sovereignty is not a question,
Then why do you assume that I will accept the Titans there?
because nothing else is practical.
What do you mean? You compile their corpses, making a mountain rivaling Olympus. A monument to your majesty and strength.
I don't need a monument, brother. I need cooperation. Titans are immortal. They must be imprisoned in the underworld so that they may never rise again.
But this action imprisons me too.
How so?
I've become the warden of your cosmic prison, and I do not like it.
The Titans must be guarded. They must be punished so that they may never muster the strength to rise again. We must give them hell.
You mean I must give them hell?
When we divided the worlds, I, Poseidon, you, we agreed that he would rule the seas, I heavens and earth, and you the nether realms of darkness.
Yes, I love spirits, demons, and all things black and unspeakable. But I am not a slave. I am not to be confined in any way by you or anybody.
I'm afraid you don't have a choice.
Because you possess the life of me.
That's right.
And you use it against me.
I'd sooner use it against myself.
Would you? You freed us from the Valley of Kronos. You conquered the Titans. Oh, I must bow to the order you represent. I respect your saving us from the chaos and the despair. You will not have to force my complicity. But know this, and hear this well. Hell belongs to me now. I am the sovereign and all that resides there. They will come to me, exiles from the world of the light. They who saw your face and now before your power and still found you wanting, I will be their solace and king. When you see my face again, you'll know it's your last day.
That even in the presence of perfect serenity, restlessness abides. No peace is unequivocal, no unity complete. The seeds of chaos sleep in the soil of order, waiting to leap into the garden as a tangle of thorns and thistle. Somewhere, a snake slithers among the sheep. At the height of their bliss, the lovers sense they have to separate. Come noon, the sun falls into the horizon, and the black waters extinguish. This bonfire blaze no more than a candle. Fullness of the moon is for a night only. Then the shadow eats another piece until she is consumed entirely. Such is the dance of the world. Sometimes it is only a matter of time before our greatest joys become our deepest sorrows.
This is man, beloved son.
No, I feel responsible.
It's not your fault they suffer so.
No, it's not my fault, but I am responsible. I am able to respond.
As are we all.
This new race is a problem, Holy Mother. Neither animal nor divine, yet it sprung from the seeds of both. They don't fit the scheme.
Their cries rent my soul, beloved son. They are trapped in their bodies in ways that other animals are not. Something in them slams against the confines of the flesh. They look skyward. They clutch at the sun, howl at the moon. They kill each other. They are not one with me.
It's the blood of their fathers.
Yes.
Man is doomed to reenact the strife that made him.
Forever and ever.
Unless...
Do what you must, beloved son.
Yes. We need to talk.
Now,
It's not too much trouble.
for anyone else it would be, but not for you. Walker, what's on your mind?
Trouble, Lord Zeus.
I can tell you're afraid too,
You know me so well.
because we have formed a unity, a harmonious whole. You're no small way responsible for it, so we owe you much.
I was happy to help in whatever way I could.
Tell me what's on your mind, I'll put it to rest.
It's about the race of man.
What about the race of man?
They don't fit.
That's ridiculous. Everything fits, everything is complete.
No. Man is flawed.
As is everything that is not God.
Yes, but the blood of God flows in his veins, and that blood cries out for fulfillment.
Nothing more need be done to the race of man. It was born in strife, and it must live in strife. It's the way of the new order.
You are their father, Zeus.
I'm the father of all that is.
But what is your duty to your children?
I create order. I protect and maintain.
Do you nurture and fulfill?
That's woman's work.
We have a problem.
There are no problems, Prometheus. Look at this. It's all so beautiful. It's beyond even my power to describe. The problem is not in the way of things, but in your inability to accept it. Man is what man is. And if the canvas of the cosmos is in place and painted with darker hues, if the music of the spheres contains a passage in the minor key or the occasional dissonant note, that is all well, because it simply serves to enhance the beauty of the bright colors. The harmony. See the wisdom in this. You're my friend and mentor, but now I think it's time you take a lesson from me. There will be no changing the way of things. It would be sacrilege to do so.
If I held a mirror to you now, you'd see the faces of Uranus and Cronus.
I am infinitely greater than they.
No! You're not. You sing their songs, but your lyrics are different. Their fear It's in your blood.
I fear nothing.
You fear change.
Because change is unnecessary, fool! Why am I even arguing with you over this?
Because you know I'm right.
All right. You're responsible for all this, so I at least owe you a hearing. What do you propose I do?
Sow the gift of fire to man.
Never!
Why?
What you don't know foreknowledge! Even without your gift, I could see that fire would be for man what lightning is for me. No creature of earth and flesh should possess that power. The earth would be ablaze, and I would not get a moment's rest watching their fire scorch the land. At which point, I would be forced to reduce the entire wretched species to a pile of dust. When the fire walks the earth, darkness will fall. All of this, all we have accomplished, will have been for nothing, will be soiled. That I will not permit.
Very well.
Prometheus, please, let this be the end of it. Swear on our Holy Mother that you will pursue it no further.
Zeus, I will not.
Why?
Because I love you. I will never speak falsely to your face. I know everything that is and everything that will be.
You cannot act without my seeing.
Opportunities will arise. Warrior, father, son, after all.
Don't make me harm you! Don't even make me threaten you.
Neither of us can alter what must be.
Just don't do it.
Goodbye, my friend. Now the earth belongs to you as well.
Lunatic god! Shameless praise who traded the father has seen! You shit at his feet with this treachery, you dog, you filth!
When he has seen, why doesn't he come himself?
You disgust him! You're not worthy to behold him! Your slightest glance soils!
He will come.
Then he sends might and violence to announce it! Did you foresee it, Prometheus? Did you foresee the beating you are about to take?
Come to me! I need you!
Come to you! They've forgotten you even exist!
They would have learned soon enough about the other benefits of your gift.
Do not foresee it, Prometheus! Animals with the god's ambition you created. Behold the suffering it caused. How could it be known that this would happen and still defy the will of God Zeus? Are you completely mad? It's not mad! I could have forgiven you if there was even one good reason, but there is none!
O nameless, faceless one who is, who lifted Gaia in the void and set the whole world spinning. I am inertia! I am doomed to keep it spinning.
In the mountains of the Caucasus, there's a pinnacle that juts above the formation. It sits on the other side of the world and faces Olympus. Take the traitor, chain him there. I want to look out from my throne and see him twisted in agony, for all time wishing he could die. Take this as well. This is the pain of his treachery. This is what he pierced me with. bring Hephaestus with you. Have the smith god drive it through the traitor's heart, so that he may feel the evil and grief he has brought down on the entire world!
I take the secret with me, Zeus! My love for men has been my downfall, but your lust for them will be yours! I see his face! It liberates me! Remember your father, Zeus! They haven't forgotten you! Remember your fathers!
We have seen many things. Now, we must ponder for a short while on what we have witnessed. We will return in 10 minutes.
Thank you. We also wish to thank Catherine Becker of Northwind Studios, who took the production and headshots that you see in our program. Her name was omitted from the program because we're idiots. Sometimes theater of the poor equals theater of poor management, and so we will include an insert in our program for the hard work that Catherine Becker gave. Northwind Studios, she does beautiful photography work. Check her out online. Sessions are open. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Hope you enjoyed the show. We have a lot more for you.
And his power. And now with his creation marred, thy wrath will know no bounds until Prometheus is bound. The consequences of his hubris on display for all to see.
Finally arrived, Prometheus! Now, the fun begins. It was hard work dragging you across the face of the earth. But I believe I'm getting my second win! Do you feel that? That is the arm of God Zeus! For I am the embodiment of his strength. It is he himself that strikes you with all of his hatred and vile vented upon you.
But this is nothing. Once chained to this mountain, you will suffer as no being has ever suffered. Your physical pain will be unendurable, and your mental anguish will exceed that. You will experience all of the horrors your beloved race of man inflicts upon the earth in your name.
The sword of all the ages is upon you, traitor. We have you to thank for the misery that stalks the earth. Ah! No more!
Look at the misery you create in punishing him for the misery you say he brought.
And should a father be merciful upon this monstrosity?
I don't know what the father should do. It is not for me to know. And if I did know, it would not be my place to say. I do know that I can't bear to watch this anymore.
Don't go soft on us now, Hephaestus. Not when you still have a job to do.
I'd sooner endure myself than I'm about to inflict on him.
Maintain this subversive tone and you may get your wish. Begin your task, you lumpen free.
I can't!
Face Olympus when you say that, so the Father can see the treacherous words dripping from your lips.
You asked me to use my craft against the one who gave me that craft.
That is shit.
Because you have no compassion! When I was born to Hera and Zeus, my mother hated me on sight. I was not beautiful like they were. She She said I was a throwback. Cruel joke played on them by their Titan blood. When I went to suckle at her breast, she became disgusted and flung me from Olympus. Prometheus found me, wailing, starving, twisted from the fall into the shape you see. He wept for me, and I drank his tears. His first nourishment I ever had.
Aw, you're breaking my heart.
And why? Because you have no heart.
One of my greatest blessings!
Not all of us are so blessed. Especially not him. He gave me to the Cyclopses, who raised me as one of their own. They taught me all they knew, until they had nothing more to teach me. And then I became their master. Eons have passed. I have worked hard, served well, and have been granted a place at Zeus's table. Now I wish the kids had never comes. I wish I just died.
Fail to accomplish your task, and far worse than death will be visited upon you.
Prometheus, after you had picked me from the ground, after I had been discarded like trash, did you look into my ugliness and see this?
Yes.
Is that why you wept?
I wept for us both.
Why didn't you kill me?
You were too beautiful. Finish it, Hephaestus. Finish it so it can begin.
I can't!
You have to. This must be. Don't interfere.
You heard the slime! Don't interfere! I've had enough of this sickly sweet vomit dripping out of your treacherous mouths. Begin your task at once, Hephaestus, and show us, once and for all, where your loyalties lie.
My actions will not reveal a location. These are the strongest chains in the universe, forged by my hand from the very fabric of time and space. Nothing existing can break them. I offer them to you, Prometheus. I want you to accept them as a gift, because you're the one who made it possible for me to acquire and match this gift to me. When you feel the cold blast embrace of these chains, squeezing you down into the face of the mountain, biting your flesh, increasing your agony as you struggle against them. Remember that I made them for you. I made them perfect, so that they would be worthy of you. I made them perfect, so that they would magnify my gratitude and my love. I am honored.
Aren't we forgetting something?
What more could we possibly do to make it worse?
Forged in the heart of God Zeus. This is your treasury, Prometheus. Return this to the heart in which it came from.
I will refrain to do so if you ask me to, and accept the wrath of Zeus. I would do anything if Dr. Harvey would get it.
No! No! No!
Finished!
We offer this music up to you, God Zeus, a celebration of your power and glory. The point has been made, brutally made. No one shall defy you, and after this, no one shall dare.
I will defy you. I will defy you.
Rave on, mad god! The louder you scream, the happier God Zeus becomes.
I will never speak again. I will spite him.
Grasp whatever straws are left of someone in your position. Nothing you do matters anymore. All you can do is suffer and pray for the hasty arrival of the end of time.
Prometheus. Yes. Forgive me. Do. Forgive me for suffering you to live to see this day, for the pain my actions have caused you. I am not worthy of your forgiveness. Don't be stupid. Honor me and accept my forgiveness. Do. Go. This pinnacle atop the world, I watch Gaia spin and dance her endless dance. Rolling oceans, mountains spitting fire, lush fields green, yielding crops and fruit, snow-covered tundras, well-straked and long, high grass, silent, empty deserts. All expressions of her love and majesty. Here I see a beauty I can never walk among again. She is wide and vast as time, deeper in stars. There you are, my race of men peopling it. Possessing it. Dividing it. Subjugating it. Fighting over it. Killing. Dying. No! Put that club down. The fire was not meant for that. Put that bow and arrow down. The gift was not meant for that. Put that gun down! Can't you see what it does to flesh? How it burns? Destroys? You fools! You animals! Dismantle that bomb, I command you! I gave you the fire and the power and the light, God damn you! I gave you the means! And this is how you use it? Hermes could not have been so right. I should have left you wretched. But I should have left you to crawl on your bellies through the ooze itself more noble than what you've become. Share the earth! Do not share the earth. I watch the powerful few grow fat off the flesh of the many. I watch the poor live lives of mindless teem and despair. I watch everyone alive shit all over Mother Gaia, filling the air with noxious gas, the water with viscous residue. Entire species of animals vanish from this world. Preciously balanced ecosystems destroyed. Because of your violence, your greed, your neglect, your fear, your total self-absorption, miserable race of roaches! How dare you! How dare you! Your actions hurt me deeper than this spike I twist upon. My body's pain is nothing compared to the anguish of the mind I suffer at your hands. Drink deeply, God Zeus! I know you see me here and contrive my torture thus. You knew man would do this. I knew. And it didn't stop me, and I'll tell you why. Because they will pull you down. From their generation comes another, one who will lead them in the ways of reason, love, and truth, and it will be you. You who planted the seed. Your power and nature incarnate, but a time will come when they transcend even your ability to control them. They will conquer death. They will conquer hell itself. They will remake the world they have blasphemously violated, and they will become the next generation of gods! All that's left now is for me to wait and to suffer.
Oh, how that suffering feeds my soul, Prometheus.
Rhea,
I told you this day would come, and I'm here to fulfill my vow. But you knew I would.
yes.
Look at me!
I see.
This is your fault!
We both threw the risks.
I would have never listened to you. None of this would have happened. Not my suffering, not yours, and certainly not the suffering of the Holy Mother who groans beneath the burden you forced her to bear.
I acted as was necessary.
And who made you the final arbiter of necessity?
Necessity itself.
You're beneath contempt. You ruined everything!
I acted as was necessary.
Let that be your epitaph, Prometheus. Let God Zeus inscribe it in this mountain, your tomb, in letters of lightning.
Well, you and I cannot comprehend the scheme we are a part of. The scheme even Zeus is a part of. He doesn't see he is merely the viceroy of a greater presence, whose need, whose plan transcends even his infinite power. Our mortality. We help to shape the great mosaic of the cosmos. And in the last analysis, we are no greater than that which we have helped make. We are in no way separate from it. Rhea, I beg your forgiveness. I ask you to set aside your bitterness and pain. We came into this world. We suffered. To make it must be. Don't compound that suffering with a blind desire for retribution. You will not suffer less for it. Why have you done this?
I acted as was necessary.
The salt-tinged sea breath wafted to this lonely place. Impossible. I must be going mad with pain. My vision. Can't think. Can't see. Can't see ahead. Too much pain. Nothing without the gift. Blind now to the day of my liberation. There's nothing to solace me. forward to. I bow to everything except the pain.
Come, sisters.
There it is.
That sound we heard, the chains, the cries of pain.
That echo even in the chambers of our home, the sea. Does our father know we're gone? I hope not. We'll find out soon enough. And who is this?
I think he's cute, but so much blood.
He doesn't look happy. What could he have done to deserve this?
I'm frightened. I think we should go home.
No, let's stay. I want to find out more.
Yeah, so do I.
Then we shall.
Tell us who you are. Speak to us.
I am Prometheus.
It's terrible what's happened to you.
Behold the wrath of Zeus.
You must have done something awful to merit this.
You would say I sold him out.
What would you say?
I acted in his best interest.
And what did you do?
I gave fire to man.
Those land things? Animals, I think they were.
Worse from what I heard.
I wouldn't want to meet. Quiet, dum-dum.
It's no surprise you're being punished now, Prometheus.
This certainly was not in the best interest of the father.
As far seeing as he is, Zeus cannot see how well I have served him.
You will know no respite from this, Prometheus.
Oh, no, Zeus will fall. I can no longer see the day because my pain is too great. But I know that he will fall.
This is blasphemy you speak.
Zeus cannot fall.
He's all powerful.
Silence before he makes your suffering worse.
It's not blasphemy. It's the truth.
Perhaps we should leave you.
Please, don't.
You espouse dangerous ideas.
It's I, revolutionary, and the fool.
We think it's best we leave.
Then do. I won't blame you either way.
Let's go. Well, wait, let's not be hasty.
If we leave now, we can be home beneath the sea before Poseidon knows we're gone.
Still, though, it is kind of fun, don't you think?
And he is cute.
What will our father say? He'll be very unhappy, no doubt.
He'll get over it. He always does.
Let's just stay a little while longer.
If you do, it's at your own risk. I have nothing to offer you for my pain.
See, I told you this was dangerous.
That makes it exciting.
This kind of excitement we don't need.
I don't care. Anything is better than blowing bubbles at fish all day.
Fish can't punish you like Zeus can. Zeus is our father's brother, our uncle.
He won't bother us.
We're family.
Have you heard the history of our family? I wouldn't be too sure about that.
I want to hear more about those man things.
And fire. Yeah, so do I.
Tell us more, Prometheus. You must entertain us if you want us to stay.
What can I tell you about the race of man?
What kind of creatures are they?
We were born with the Holy Mother's flesh mixed with the blood of the gods during the battle for heaven.
So they are animal things.
First, yes. But now, there's so much more.
We can see their activities from up here. They don't seem to be doing too well.
Please! I know what they're doing.
We didn't think such things were possible. And these creatures possess a gift of fire?
Wouldn't know it to look at them. But they do. They do.
Why are they doing these things?
The pull of their father's blood is greater than the pull of their mother's flesh. They were conceived in a battlefield.
Pitiable species. They reenact that misery all the days of their lives. They are trapped.
That is terrible! Oh, I hope we're not in trouble! We'll find out soon enough. What should we do?
Stay! If you want to learn more.
Damn you! Damn you! Damn you! Damn you! Filthy insect! If I had the power, I would crush you! I would sacrifice my life and live in hell just to crush infidelity from his wife, whom he is too weak to confront. Why must you conceal me in this cow flesh, God Zeus? Go, question and receive my love. And what love it was. The love of God burning through me. My soul impaled on his divinity for endless long, long nights. I worshipped him, existed for his touch. I would have allowed him to make me a slug in exchange for his love.
And for this the gadfly gives you no rest. You accepted his divine love.
A love I thought was meant for all. I did not know that Hera, his wife, had sole claim to it. Her spies sniffed out the sordid bestiality of our union, and the Lord of the cosmos, the lightning god, the thunderer, pulled himself from me and slunk like a dog to Hera's feet, and he left me here like this! Trapped in this cabin that he constructed so that he could use me and rape me and fuck all the meaning and truth from my life!
We will pray for your quick release from this life, if it is truly your wish to die.
Yes! I want to die! I want to be released from this miserable life. But I will plod on these bleeding hooves, only because I know I am in your sight, Zeus! I know that whenever you look down from your throne, whenever the infinite spectrum of space and time enters into your divine consciousness, I am there, driven across the world without rest because of you! You look at me and know with horror that beyond your infinite power, you are absolutely nothing at all. You are absolutely nothing at all! And I exist to remind you of that fact. Poor girl! She is mad!
Exhausted! Look, the gadfly passed at her even as she sleeps.
We've got to do something!
Dominus! A cold mist! We'll freeze the monster insect midair!
Hera will be furious!
I don't care! Let's do something! We cannot allow them to change, especially if we have the power to change it. I agree, we'll deal with Hera if we have. I'm not afraid of her anyway.
I am.
We all should be!
Enough chatter, sisters. Let's join hands.
That took compassion and courage.
We're not sure why we did it.
Your suffering moved you.
We are goddesses and have no part with her kind. Her race is strange. They frighten us. They seem always to be in conflict with the gods, each other, or themselves.
It's the fate they were born to.
We wonder if the world is truly just.
I assure you, it is.
How easily you say that. Is it just what's happening to you right now?
I'm not sure anymore. I used to know.
Not knowing must surely magnify the torture.
It does.
Which do you think is worse, Prometheus? Justice or injustice?
I am discovering that both are illusions.
That word is profane.
Illusions?
Justice.
Io, an order does exist in the world. We have seen it.
The order of a coward god. The order is a camouflage.
Io, wait. Come to yourself.
This is hell.
damned are tortured here. This is not hell.
You are familiar to me.
You've seen my reflection behind you in mirrors.
You burn.
I do.
You raised us up.
I did.
You are the cause of all we are.
I am.
You are Prometheus.
Yes. And I suffer for my love of mankind.
Mankind has forgotten you.
I know. But you remember now.
We should have never forgotten. It would have eaten.
He is chained to the mountain, as you are chained to the flesh.
He suffers at the hands of a weak and frightened God.
He will not be shaken from his principles. He fears nothing.
Prometheus, you are a monument to God's injustice.
No, don't say that. Attempt me to believe it. When I gave fire to man, I knew the consequences. This suffering must be.
But what is your suffering for, Prometheus? Is there any reason except to mollify the wrath of Zeus?
I don't know. I can't see past the moment. There's only the now. The agony that it brings.
Zeus has robbed you of your gift of foreknowledge.
I don't know why any of this is happening. If any of this was worth it.
If it has been for nothing else, it has at least been for us. We have seen and heard much since we have been here. It moves us deeply. Please don't think your suffering is for nothing.
Waters of Poseidon, you are rare and different flowers, all of you. Even without my gift, I see that you will be my salvation.
Do you smell that?
His scent, the sea ray.
He's coming!
Our father!
Oh no, now we're really in trouble!
What is it? The waves part crash against the shore as he rises. He is angry.
Terribly angry.
Oh, we will be punished. But we've done nothing wrong. Poseidon may feel differently. What should we do?
First thing you should do is pay homage to your father.
We hail Poseidon, our father, god of the sea, lord and protector of the watery realm.
I don't recall granting you permission to quit our realm and wander the land with the air breathers.
We admit we acted without your permission.
But we're sorry. We really are. We never meant to worry you. We were bored and we wanted to explore. Don't be angry, Father. You know how we love and honor you.
You clutch of skittering father and seabirds! Be quiet! Do you have any idea what you have done? What you are doing? It's inconceivable that you can be so stupid.
What's so terrible about what we have done?
This is Prometheus. We may not say his name lest my brother Zeus falls into a rage. This is the destroyer of the cosmos. He broke the harmony of the great mosaic and brought disorder onto the world. And you, my reckless daughters, dance and play before him under Zeus' very nose?
But Father, he is teaching us. We have discovered things we never knew existed in the world.
And what does he teach you? Treachery? Disobedience? He is a master of these.
We have seen that the world is not as beautiful as you and Zeus would make it out to be. Creatures suffer, mostly at the hands of the gods. Eo's story makes us question if our race is truly just.
It isn't. I know.
My brother Swaything, Eo the cowgirl, known in her rope. How dare you blaspheme in the presence of the living God!
I dare because I have nothing more to lose.
I can revive that gadfly my daughter so charitably disabled on your behalf.
Go ahead. I miss his sting. Every time he stings me, I'm reminded of the great god Zeus. The gadfly stings me, and I laugh. I mock Zeus, and I mock you, you functionary, you lackey, you toad!
Hear that, Mother? She doesn't know what she's saying. Please don't destroy her.
Daughters, we're leaving before Zeus sees us and destroys us all.
You're terrified, aren't you, Poseidon?
Are you, Father?
His statement doesn't deserve a response. I will not soil myself conversing with this garbage.
You don't have much choice.
daughters, we're leaving. Now!
We were blind and deaf beneath the sea. We knew nothing, understood nothing. We think we wish to stay.
Because you're female, young, foolish, have no inkling yet of what is good for you. But if you ever loved and revered me as your father, you will listen to me. I am not the God one, daughters. I do not have the power to force your cooperation. So I appeal to your reason. Please, your goddesses. You have the possibility to live a life without pain from now until the end of time. To never want for anything, ever. Young gods of spectacular beauty wait to woo you and take you to their beds. You will become queens of the seas, lakes, rivers, and tributaries. Men will worship you and give you sacrifices in return for favors. A bountiful harvest of fish, safe passage across dangerous waters, irrigation for the rest of the day. And your beauty will inspire artists and poets. Your presence will be a boon to mankind and will ease the suffering that man endures. Suffering that moves you so deeply. You are my children, and I love you intensely. But Zeus will see your being here as collaboration with the enemy, and he will mete out an unspeakable punishment. That promise of a rich, serene, and beautiful life will vanish like the sea mist on the wind.
It would be so easy, that beautiful life.
Shut up! You will not take my daughters from me!
You've soiled yourself beside me.
Daughters, will you come with me?
I could never forget what I've seen and heard here.
The memories of this would cover the world like a black veil of mourning. Every joy from here on in would leave a bitter aftertaste.
Avoidance of suffering isn't the same as transcendence of suffering.
We have discovered compassion, suffering with.
And now, we're doomed to suffer with the world.
We will stay with Prometheus.
You're throwing your lives away.
If we go with you, we'll be throwing our souls away.
I beg you.
We love you, Father. Even so, we must refuse.
And I no longer have daughters. Why were you ever born? We sink into a quagmire of misery because of sin. I could have slept in my father's belly forever, quiet. But you caused Zeus to wake me to this nightmare. Now I must live to see my daughters, the jewels of my life, reduced to ash by my brother's lightning. It will all have been for nothing. May your pain increase 1,000-fold. May it never end.
The fathers abandon their daughters so easily.
He has left us to our fate.
They're also terrified of Zeus.
It's well to be so.
Zeus commanded my father Inachus to drive me out of our house.
How could he have done otherwise? That miserable man is as much a victim as you.
A real man would have fought for his daughter.
And none can defy God, Io.
You're wrong. We defy God and we live!
God's punishment will make us wish for death.
No! No! Do not wish for death. I will endure God's punishment for all time and never wish for death.
I will join you in that, Prometheus.
I accept this life under any circumstances, regardless of what I have or do not have, feel or do not feel, know or do not know.
I make this affirmation as well.
As
as do we.
Wait, Prometheus. Come to yourself.
I am Prometheus! I am alive and sacred because I am alive. I am alive and sacred and beyond the power of any god to damn me. Chain me! Torture me forever! It doesn't matter! I am free!
We are moved by the power and nobility of your conviction, yet we still believe that death at times is mercy.
For creatures of the day, perhaps, but not for me. As long as I'm alive, the thing in man that makes him what he is survives as well. I am that! I am present in every moment of conception. I ripen in this moment in a million wombs. They live because I live, and I refuse to die.
I will remain here with you forever.
See, that will not be possible.
Is your gift of foresight returned to you?
Yes, for which I am gratefully owed.
Repay me and tell me what the future holds for me. When will my suffering end?
It's better that you don't know.
I must know. I could not bear this suffering without your strength and guidance.
You will have to.
Then I will kill myself now!
No! This suffering toughens your seed. Your descendants will be men of bronze. Other men will think them gods. We will be kings.
What must I endure?
Years of wandering, loneliness, cold, fear, gadfly. Eventually, Zeus will tire of your torture and restore your shape. It will happen when you cross a river called Nile. The people there will marvel at the cow that forged the river and take it as a sign from heaven. In that moment, Zeus will restore your shape so that the people will give him glory. They will make you their queen, and you will finally know peace.
I want no charity from Zeus. I will not cooperate in anything that gives him glory, even if it releases me from suffering. I exist to curse and revile him. I would never know peace.
From your line, or from the one.
I get no comfort from this riddle.
Remember it on your wanderings. Remember that Zeus will fall. Your heart will discern the meaning. Let it inspire you. Let it drive you forward. Zeus will fall. You must live. Rise above the pain.
Look! The gadfly rises!
No! No! No, not yet! Prometheus, please! I can't leave! Don't let me have to go through it again!
We will bring the monster down!
Do not! Let the gadfly rise.
Assure me then that it's not for nothing!
Io, it is not. Your suffering will be your salvation, and the salvation of us all.
I will endure, Prometheus! I hear your words in my heart. The burden is on me. I will carry it. And I have no regrets except one. That I will not live to watch fate crush Zeus like the insect he is.
See that day in hell, where we will meet again.
And I will go there gladly.
What of us, Prometheus?
You may still return to Poseidon if you wish.
You must return to Poseidon now, my precious fish mates. Uncle Zeus's patience is exhausted. Quit this mountain now. This is not a suggestion, not a request. It is the command of God Zeus himself.
We can never return from the places we have traveled to.
You're beginning to sound like this maniac. Do you realize what alliance means.
We do!
Your father crawled like a worm beneath the throne of Zeus to win you this pardon. Wept an ocean of tears petitioning on your behalf. Zeus will forgive you of this pain you've caused him and love you forever. All you have to do is leave now.
We have seen the love of Zeus, what it can do to gods and men alike. We will not quit this mountaintop.
You see, Hermes? It's contagious. Stick around a little longer and you might become infected too.
Scum! This is for your blasphemy!
One day, I will be released from this bondage. And on that day, I'll remind you of this one, and you will rue it!
They don't have until the end of time to wait.
It's coming a lot sooner than that.
Will God Zeus pardon Prometheus as well?
The father has heard the mad god raving about his fall.
And he is terrified.
Don't flatter yourself, you piece of shit. The father has heard you may have information that might be useful to him. And for this, he may be willing to set you free.
This is good news, Prometheus.
Don't pass up this opportunity. Win your freedom. Save us all. We can all be so happy.
What does the father wish to know?
Zeus remembers his father's fate, and the fate of his fathers before him. He knows a descendant of his will take him down. He lacks one thing that will make him god of all for all time.
He wants the name.
Exactly.
Tell Zeus to go fuck himself.
Tell Zeus to go. To go.
That's right.
Have you so little regard for your own self-interest?
I act in the interest of all, including him.
You are evil incarnate.
That, like everything else, is a matter of opinion.
Why won't you give us the name?
Because you weren't meant to have it.
God, Zeus will crush you.
Listen to this. You'll enjoy it. I know I do. I see his face before me, Hermes. It liberates me. I see the moment when God Zeus' mightiest lightning bolt fizzles at his feet.
Give us the name, Prometheus.
He will liberate the race of man.
The name!
And on that day, I'll be liberated as well.
Now!
No.
The sky darkens. The father is marshaling his power. Bears a bolt of lightning that will blast you into the deepest pit of hell. You are going to hell, Prometheus. You and all the fish maids. You know what hell is. Endless darkness, alienation, solitude forever. No hope for escape. You would have all been better off to never have been born.
For who I am, and for the things that I have done, hell is my reward.
He's coming for you, Prometheus.
We are terrified! We don't have the strength for this!
The only way to know me is to go with me. Precious fish mates, we are going to our victory, I assure you.
Don't leave us!
Not even hell will keep us apart.
Then we will go with you!
Away from him now!
We go together, or not at all!
As you wish! Don't kill my daughters! Side to side! Either stand with me, or join them in hell! Don't make me choose. Have mercy. No mercy! For he who plots the overthrow of everything I have created, there can only be death. Horrible death of the spirit and mind! Prometheus! Will you capitulate? I will not! Then die! How far we've come. What remains? What can be done in the wake of so much pain? The example of Prometheus is in vain unless we willingly accept the yoke and strive to do the will of Zeus as much as it is in our power. Then we can hope our fear of God will make us happy at the end. May we count ourselves among the blessed, if strife has not touched us too often, and we are permitted a peaceful death. I've told you as much of the story as I know. Nothing has changed since Prometheus was blasted into hell.
Why can't you tell us more?
Because I am Epimetheus. I am afterthought. If we wish to know what follows, you must seek out my brother Prometheus in hell. Guiding you there is not within my power.
But what about the Liberator?
Clearly he has not yet shown himself. Or, perhaps, Prometheus was wrong. 13,000 generations have passed since the events you have just witnessed, and Zeus still rules the cosmos.
Can that possibly be?
It simply is. We are all subject to his dicta.
We will be content to hear the will of Zeus. We will be grateful for that much and to go safely to our beds tonight.
I shall summon the oracle of Zeus. May our voices reach his ears, so they will look favorably on our petitions. We look everywhere and see his glory. The world reflects him.
Behold the world and see God reflected.
Hear his word.
His voice is in the wind. We cannot ignore it.
We must honor his image and heed his word.
The word is the rod, is the order, is the world.
Let us praise Zeus, who sits at the center of all creation.
Hail, God Zeus!
He is the one that shaped the shapeless mass and set the cosmos spinning.
He is the creative, the lover,
His is the hand that hurls the mighty lightning.
and vanquishes both gods and men.
We have seen the awful fate of those who dare defy him.
Better that they had never been born than to have lived at all.
We know he is just and beneficent to all of his children.
Still, we fear his wrath and hope to never see the darkness of his eye.
Behold, this instrument, the oracle, she who speaks, inspired by his holy breath.
I speak.
We are hungry for the word of our God.
My lips will feed you. Why do you come before me?
It is best for men to pay you the tribute you require.
Tribute. The oracle will not speak without your giving tribute.
I have an offering.
What do you offer?
This tale, the story I have told thus far, the poem I have made of your exploits.
We accept. What do you seek?
The answers to our questions. How best to serve God Zeus and to please him.
Worship.
We do, but we don't understand the purpose of our lives. Why you made us.
Worship God. Fear him.
We do. Still, we have seeds attached to be swallowed even your most ardent devotees.
Everything that happens, I will.
You will us to suffer?
No, that you choose.
By disobeying you.
Yes.
We wish to please you.
Give me your love.
We fear you.
Not enough. I love my creation. Creation, my mirror, the expression of my soul.
We appreciate the miracles you have wrought, the manifestation of your glory in the world. We wish to know you, so we study the world. Yet the more we discover about the world, the more we seem to displease you, and we seem to know less than before.
God Zeus does not wish to be scrutinized.
Why not?
No explanation!
Let me speak your heart to them.
No explanations!
Their love will not be pure unless they know your heart.
Speak!
You scrutinize because you are curious. you possess the gift of fire. And you possess the gift of fire because Prometheus betrayed the Father. Before the gift of fire, I and creation were one. Man was a brute. It was natural. It was good. I and man were one. I shed my lifeblood to make you. Fire put you in the darkness of God.
But there's no hope for it now. And Prometheus is still in hell, suffering now as we, 13,000 generations removed from him, walk the earth.
You can do nothing now except give Zeus your worship and love.
If not to love him his death by lightning, then surely we will love him with all our hearts.
That is not acceptable.
It's the best we can do. We're sorry, if being sorry will please the Father.
I am God. I am as far beyond the touch of your regret as you are from a worm.
You are not, it would seem, beyond the touch of our love, since you require it so insistently.
I am God. I am beyond love.
Give us leave then to go to hell. Perhaps we will learn to love you better there.
I go!
No!
You are coming to me. I welcome you. Hell has room for all.
Have you come to conduct us, Dark Prince?
No. I prefer you find your own way.
We are afraid of what we will discover.
You have nothing to fear, my children. But no, let me correct myself. I am not to you as Zeus was. Don't think of me as your father. Think of me as your brother.
Are you being punished for defying the will of Zeus?
Punished? Do I look as though I'm being punished? I rule. I'm a master of a realm of infinite possibilities. You define what is created there. You define the limits.
We're not sure whether infinite possibilities are the lot of our race.
Man, I must tell you, as a race we're most indeed pitiful. How is it possible that vertebrates can be so devoid of a backbone? You cringe at the thought that more is possible than the mediocrity you've been conditioned to embrace since the moment you slid out your mother's womb. And what has it gotten you? Nothing, except perhaps acquisitions of so-called virtues such as meekness, humility, patience. Virtues all of which extinguish your life's spark until your life becomes a life in death, and in dying, a tepid succession of meaningless days, the summation of which is zero.
Our coming to you should demonstrate our willingness to reject the dicta of a God that makes that true.
It does, and so I welcome you to hell. Oh, to all that will not genuflect.
Swaggering simpleton! The Father has heard the empty mouthings of your boasts. He knows you plan to form rebellion in the hearts of the filth called man. How delicious you make it sound. How desirable. Come to hell and while in eternity in an endless state of play. Why, I might be tempted to defy Zeus myself if my new promise would come to fruition.
But it can, Hermes, and why don't you?
Because I'm not a traitor nor a fool, and I will not be taken in by your lies.
Every word I say is true. I dare to make a kingdom of kings.
Of course you dare, because you cower in blackness, and have no other hope than to swell the ranks of the masses who dwell with you in misery, alienated forever from the presence of God.
In hell, you may be, do, feel whatever pleases you, whenever it pleases you to do so.
That's empty of a proposition of the void itself. An eternity of involuted self-indulgence is what you offer. God Zeus offers oneness with himself, and communion with all other things.
God Zeus offers bondage of the insidious kind. Commune with all things, be one with him, and then what would be left of the essence of you, or man, or me?
The essence is absorbed by the unity. You will feel yourself to be a part of the whole that is God Zeus.
God Zeus is the whole, yet he demands our tribute, our love. I must conclude that God Zeus doesn't love himself.
He should not then wonder why we cannot love him.
Silence! Who gave you the leave to speak, you loathsome lumps of dog shit?
Our leave to speak derives from the one choice that Zeus permits us to make.
If that is,
To defy Zeus!
Prepare to suffer!
No!
Prepare to join with me, my brothers and sisters in arms.
1,000 times your collective strength cannot empower you to stand against God Zeus.
In this world, in his realm, perhaps that's true. But it will not be true in my realm. And
Your image, my son, and it is a blessing that you have done so. You may annihilate yourself and undo all that which you have shaped, but you will be like a man who shatters his mirror because he detests what it reflects, and then cuts his own throat with a jagged shard. Do not be so vain or so foolish.
What
Calm
can I
down and accept what is.
be? What can I be after having been God?
You won't know unless you come down. Or perhaps you should ask Prometheus.
I will never sink so low.
Neither you nor the world has benefited from this vendetta. Surely you must realize that.
You're wrong. I have maintained order in this madhouse.
Look at me, Zeus! Your order has not prevented mankind from turning me into a diseased and wounded thing.
Which is why you, above all, should be thankful for their destruction.
Mankind has behaved as their fathers have taught them. They were conceived in the throes of divine violence, where they remained until Prometheus lifted them from it with the gift of fire. You taught them how to be afraid. You taught them how to kill. You retreated to Olympus and became inaccessible. All else mankind has learned, they have learned passively, through me. They have not yet assimilated all of my lessons. Horrible, cruel things. They do bring me joy from time to time. But lately they have brought me far more pain and suffering than they have joy. Even so, I love and forgive them, as I love and forgive you.
I can't bear this life.
Because you are incomplete.
Give me leave to die.
I cannot acquiesce to death.
I am broken, as my fathers have been broken.
You have been given the opportunity to transform, transcend.
What must I do?
Come down. Set your feet upon me once again and find out what else this life has to offer.
What does this life have to offer?
My love, if nothing else.
We are
Blessed to have you walk among us.
I won't be here for long.
We hope your time with us will help you understand our situation and deepen your compassion for us.
Man should have compassion for the gods.
We don't understand.
Immortality is a curse.
Where are you going now?
To hell. To confront those I have wronged. I must redeem my soul with their forgiveness. I must become complete.
Zeus has fallen. Prophecy is now fulfilled.
So now it is up to us to save Prometheus.
We are determined to see it through to the very end.
We may follow if we wish.
If you dare,
Why do you say that, Holy Gaia?
you'll find that all is not as the Dark Princess promised.
We will take our chances.
Will you grant us safe passage?
Yes. Walk with me.
You wouldn't come, but I knew you would. Your arrival is fortuitous, just in time for the celebration.
We've only come to bear witness, Lord Hades. We do not expect to regain.
Expect nothing, and hell will not disappoint you.
What is it that you celebrate?
Something long-awaited end. Eagerly anticipated. The reunion with my brother, the former Lord
Zeus came here seeking peace and reconciliation.
Believe me, my brothers and sisters, he receives all his honors and obsequies he deserves. Where you get what you create. Welcome to hell! Now I'm the God one.
That cannot be.
It is. There are none to oppose me.
And we are lost.
Don't think of it like that. Perhaps you're now. No! It should be you talking there, not him! Hermes! You're the quintessential soldier. Why waste your great gifts on a slave? It would be well of you to switch your allegiance to me. Don't you think? I will never serve you! Only Zeus is master! Look at him! What is he the master of now? He made you! Without him you were nothing! True, if he was not there for me to vanquish utterly, I wouldn't be the God one! I will devour your eyeball! You make threats? You sound like a yapping puppy! It is as I said, there are none to oppose me. The universe has collapsed. The universe is being remade in my image. You are beaten, Hermes. I offer you the chance to be on the winning team. I'd rather be stretched on the racket, Zeus. Accommodate him, my heartbeat. Behold our twisted karma. Everything closes in, everything is a circle, and all circles swallow themselves.
Your concept of justice is horrifying.
Who said anything about justice? Hell is a mirror.
What does it reflect?
Your life in the world.
Then it is not a place of eternal self-indulgence.
It is, in a way. Among the sorry lot of you, the only one I respect is Io. Her soul driven mad by the love of God. She is permitted to act as though no human being has been permitted to act.
Take from God what God took from me. To punish God and to rape God and to finally make God feel the torture he inflicts on everyone who has ever crawled from the womb in search of daylight, finding only shadows and darkness instead. I have found my peace, my reward.
Wonderful woman, I yet may still take you as my queen.
No, I have had enough of gods. You are all equally wretched to me. Only Prometheus is worth rescuing.
And he will be rescued.
Heracles, you may have our blood and descended from our line, but you are in my realm now. No one believes.
I challenge you, Hades.
Stop! Challenge?
I challenge you.
I'm impressed. What's your challenge?
Let those who may leave do so. Those who won't will stay.
Ridiculous.
You're the god of this realm. You doubt your power so much? Prove it.
If I agree, what will you give me in exchange?
I will stay, regardless of who leaves.
How noble. Done! Let it begin!
No! Just get out! Leave! Aaron, please, take the sons of men and don't ever return! Just get out now while you have the power and the time! Your soul is precious. This freedom is bought at too high a price. I am free within my soul. No torture afflicts me. I suffer only for the fish mates and for those I love. But I can't allow you to make the sacrifice. The gods are not worth it. Man must rule. The first let him learn to rule himself. Begin now. Leave hell. Turn your back on this nightmare. Leave hell now. You can't expect to bargain with him and win.
I expect nothing for myself, only for those who deserve it.
At this point, none of us deserve it. And none of us are ready. Hades! I want to be here. I want to be here. I want to be here to reflect upon the nature of time and consequence. To understand how my actions have repercussions throughout the universe. How I have hurt you all. And none of this would be possible if it weren't for me. I am Prometheus! The hand of the nameless, faceless one, responsible for everything that has happened, that is happening, and that is going to happen. It is mine! That Zeus bind us both here with this hatred if he must. I welcome it. I worship it. I surrender to it.
When Prometheus is free, we will all follow.
You're not going anywhere, Zeus. I owe you for tens of thousands of centuries of misery, and I'm here to see that you collect. I don't love you. I hate you. I was God, and I'm reduced to waiting in a hell paid for me by my own son. I can't do anything here. There's no time, no space, just meditation. Endless seconds and minutes and hours of meditation. I owe you, Olympus. I'll get through with you. But I can't. Father, be merciful. I'm here because of you. Love can free one from hell, but the power of my hate can bind you to hell forever!
I accept.
I do not!
Quiet, you stinking bitch!
I could not touch you when you were God, Kronos. But now, we are on equal ground. Never mind what my son must collect from you. Think about what you will collect from me. I will pay you back in the name of everyone who has ever worn a woman's body! Zeus is not your problem. I am your problem. Your wife, who will never quit your side. You have no power to bind my son, because deep within, you know that your fall was inevitable, as was your father's fall before you. But your unspeakable treatment of me and my children, your shameless conduct in the name of godhood, these are unforgivable.
We can't die, but we can suffer.
And we will, for all time.
I can only be as I was, only act as I was able.
Bullshit! The sniveling excuse of every weakling who abuses his power!
I'm not sorry for anything, you vile pig.
Oh, but you will be.
Go home, my daughters. You had your chance and rejected it. Rejected your home. Rejected your father. The sea will not tolerate your presence.
Will you bind us here with your hate, Father?
I don't care. Like I told you before, I no longer have daughters.
What will we do if we do not return to the sea?
I don't know. I don't care. Walk the land of the air. Continue your study of compassion. Suffering win.
This grieves us more than we have words to express.
You should have thought of that sooner. I want nothing more than the nothingness of my mother's womb and my father's belly. If hell will allow me to create this for myself, I'll be grateful forever.
But it can, my brother, be released from pain. You need never suffer again.
Thank you, brother.
Father, refrain from this. Accept our love. Please, we're sorry. You must forgive us.
He has made his choice. Forgive yourselves. Self-recrimination will find you here as surely as Poseidon's hate.
You expect me to forgive myself as well, Prometheus!
I released you from blame the day my torture first began. You need not trouble yourself.
My gift, my craft, is only good for inflicting pain on others. It is best that I remain, so as not to harm another living thing. As I am ordealed!
Festus, listen! What I suffered in your hands empowers me. If it weren't for what you gave me, I couldn't go where I'm going next. And none may follow unless I go first. You have served us all.
When can I leave here?
When you are ready.
What will you do?
yourself.
I don't know if I'm willing to do that.
Either way, I accept.
I want you to beg me for forgiveness.
I beg you for your forgiveness. Prometheus! You were right.
That's all I needed to hear.
It is up to us at last, Prometheus! We will leave here together after all these eons!
We'll leave here, but we will not remain together.
No! You promised us that not even hell can keep us apart!
I've kept that promise, but where I'm going, none may follow. Not yet.
I will follow.
No! You must give me Heracles. We struck a deal.
We're not giving you anyone, Hades.
I command you! I'm the God One!
The God One is not I. The God One is we, and we are leaving. No one commands us.
Attack my harpies! I'm the eldest brother. The birthright was mine. It should have been you! Surrounding in the darkness.
I wish you could have been the God One. Then you would know what hell is really about.
Go ahead and tell the God of Hell what hell is all about.
Hell is being consumed by the thing you most aspire to be. Creating evil in the name of common good. Needing love so badly that you sneak with hate. Seeing that all the infinite powers of the universe is still zero.
I will never cease struggling for the throne of heaven.
As long as I'm alive, you will never attain it.
Never is a long time.
I have that time.
It is good to walk with you again, my brother. We have not had time since the world was new.
We've always moved in opposite directions.
You going forward and I backward.
What do you see, looking back on what we've made?
I see that I'll have no end of poems to make, of stories to tell. What do you see looking forward from here?
That I will not remain.
I thought so.
We will follow you anywhere, Prometheus, regardless of the risk to ourselves.
I told you, in time.
What shall we do in the meantime?
You must prepare yourselves. Are you ready to relinquish your divinity and walk among men?
But we would become like them. Man-things, air breathers. We wouldn't know what to do. We struggle with age. Our bodies will wither. Our beauty will vanish. We will die. But we must have faith, sisters. We've survived hell. We will survive death as well.
It's true.
Are you ready, Prometheus?
Yes. It's time. I die to this life, though I am the fire in your eyes that cannot die. I die to this life, though I live in every flame. O nameless, faceless one who is, I thank you for my life, for all my pains and triumphs, loves and hates. But most of all, I thank you for my death.
Here, now it ends. And here, it begins.
Everyone, we've got 2 more shows. Tell people about us.
You said you wouldn't come, but I knew you would. Your arrival is fortuitous, just in time for the celebration.
We've only come to bear witness, Lord Hades. We do not expect to regain.
Expect nothing, and hell will not disappoint you.
What is it that you celebrate?
Something long-awaited and eagerly anticipated. The reunion with my brother, the former Lord
Zeus came here seeking peace and reconciliation.
Believe me, my brothers and sisters, he receives all his honors and obsequies he deserves. Where you get you create. Welcome to hell! Now I'm the God One.
That cannot be.
It is. There are none to oppose me.
And we are lost.
Don't think of it like that. Perhaps you're now.
No! It should be you, Tiger, there, not him!
Hermes, you're the quintessential soldier. Why waste your great gifts on a slave? It would be well of you to switch your allegiance to me. Don't you think?
I will never serve you! Only Zeus is master!
Look at him! What is he the master of now?
He made you! Without him, you are nothing!
True, if he was not there for me to vanquish utterly, I wouldn't be the God One.
I will devour your eyeball!
You make threats? You sound like a yapping puppy. It is as I said, there are none to oppose me.
The universe has collapsed.
The universe is being remade in my image. You are beaten, Hermes. I offer you the chance to be on the winning team.
I'd rather be stretched on the racket, Zeus.
Accommodate him, my heartbeat. Behold our twisted karma. Everything closes in, everything is a circle, and all circles swallow themselves.
Your concept of justice is horrifying.
Who said anything about justice? Hell is a mirror.
What does it reflect?
Your life in the world.
Then it is not a place of eternal self-indulgence.
It is, in a way. Among the sorry lot of you, the only one I respect is Io. Her soul driven mad by the love of God. She is permitted to act as though no human being has been permitted to act.
To take from God what God took from me. To punish God and to break God and to finally make God feel the torture he inflicts on everyone who has ever crawled from the womb in search of daylight, finding only shadows and darkness instead. I have found my grace, my reward.
Wonderful woman, I yet may still take you as my queen.
No, I have had enough of gods. You are all equally wretched to me. Only Prometheus is worth rescuing.
And he will be rescued.
Heracles, you may have our blood and descended from our line, but you are in my realm now. No one leaves.
I challenge you, Hades.
Stop! Challenge?
I challenge you.
I'm impressed. What's your challenge?
Let those who may leave do so. Those who won't will stay.
Ridiculous.
You're the god of this realm. You doubt your power so much. Prove it.
If I agree, what will you give me in exchange?
I will stay, regardless of who leaves.
How noble. Done! Let it begin!
No! 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 Just get out! Leave!
to deserve it. At this point, none of us deserve it. And none of us are ready. Hades! I want to be here. I want to be here. I want to be here to reflect upon the nature of time and consequence. To understand how my actions have repercussions throughout the universe. How I have hurt you all. And none of this would be possible if it weren't for me. I am Prometheus! The head of the nameless, faceless one, responsible for everything that has happened, that is happening, and that is going to happen. It is mine! And Zeus bind us both here with this hatred if he must. I welcome it. I worship it. I surrender to it.
When Prometheus is free, we will all follow.
You're not going anywhere, Zeus. I owe you for tens of thousands of centuries of misery, and I'm here to see that you collect. I don't love you. I hate you. I was God, and I'm reduced to waiting in a hell made for me by my own son. I can't do anything here. There's no time, no space, just meditation. Endless seconds and minutes and hours of meditation. I owe you, Olympus. Get through with you. But I can't. Father, be merciful. I'm here because of you. Love can free one from hell, and the power of my hate can bind you to hell forever!
I accept.
I do not!
Quiet, you stinking bitch!
I could not touch you when you were God, Kronos. But now, we are on equal ground. Never mind what my son must collect from you. Think about what you will collect from me. I will pay you back in the name of everyone who has ever worn a woman's body! Zeus is not your problem. I am your problem. Your wife, who will never quit your side. You have no power to bind my son, because deep within you know that your fall was inevitable, as was your father's fall before you. But your unspeakable treatment of me and my children, your shameless conduct in the name of godhood, these are unforgivable.
We can't die, but we can suffer.
And we will, for all time.
But I can only be as I was, only act as I was able.
Bullshit! The sniveling excuse of every weakling who abuses his power!
I'm not sorry for anything, you vile pig.
Oh, but you will be. Come to me, my husband! Come to me!
We want to leave it as soon as possible, Prometheus! We are afraid and want nothing more than to go home!
You had your chance to go home, my daughters. You had your chance and rejected it. Rejected your home. Rejected your father. The sea will not tolerate your presence.
Will you bind us here with your hate, Father?
I don't care. Like I told you before, I no longer have daughters.
What will we do if we do not return to the sea?
I don't know. I don't care. Walk the land of the Earthbreaker. Continue your study of compassion. Suffering win.
This grieves us more than we have words to express.
You should have thought of that sooner. I want nothing more than the nothingness of my mother's womb and my father's belly. If hell will allow me to create this for myself, I'll be grateful forever.
But it can, my brother, be released from pain. You need never suffer again.
Thank you, brother.
Father, refrain from this! Accept our love! Please! We're sorry! You must forgive us!
He has made his choice. Forgive yourselves. Self-determination will find you here as surely as besides his hate.
Do you expect me to forgive myself as well, Prometheus?
I released you from blame the day my torture first began. You need not trouble yourself.
My gift, my craft, it's only good for inflicting pain on others. It is best that I remain, so as not to harm another living thing. As I am ordealed.
Best is listen! I suffered in your hands and powers. If it weren't for what you gave me, I couldn't go where I'm going next. And none may follow unless I go first. You have served us all.
When can I leave here?
When you are ready.
I release myself.
Wait! Where do you think you're going?
Remember our bargain, Hades. Those who can leave will.
I'm gonna make you wish that you had never been permitted to exist!
No! I am a descendant of Eo! Suffering has no terror over me!
That's right, my son. Defy him! We are nothing if we do not defy the gods!
What will you do, Eo?
I don't know. The pleasure I extract from being God's tormentor exceeds 1,000,000 times the ecstasy he gave my body, and more than compensates for the pain I endured afterwards.
So you're staying with me?
There's nothing for me anywhere else. But if I knew that I would go with Prometheus and dance his dance, I would surely leave.
That is not possible for us! And we are goddesses!
Yo! Don't ruin your soul. Leave while you have the opportunity.
You just want me to go because you can't bear the humiliation I bring down on you with the force of the thunder and lightning you used to be master of.
That's not it at all.
What then?
Your greatest triumph over me would be to break the ties that bound you to me.
And I must forgive you to do that.
Yes.
My forgiveness will release you.
It will help me to release myself.
I don't know if I'm willing to do that.
Either way, I accept.
I want you to beg me for forgiveness.
I beg you for your forgiveness. Prometheus! You were right.
That's all I needed to hear.
It is up to us at last, Prometheus! We will leave here together after all these eons!
We'll leave here. We will not remain together.
No! You promised us that not even hell can keep us apart!
I've kept that promise. But where I'm going, none may follow. Not yet.
I will follow.
No! You must give me Heracles. We struck a deal.
We're not giving you any money, ladies.
I command you! I'm the God One!
The God One is not I. The God One is we, and we are leaving. No one commands us.
Attack my harpies! I'm the eldest brother. The birthright was mine. It should have been you! Drowning in the darkness.
I wish you could have been the God One. Then you would know what hell is really about.
Go ahead and tell the God of hell what hell is all about.
Hell is being consumed by the thing you most aspire to be. Creating evil in the name of common good. Needing love so badly that you sneak with hate. Seeing that all the infinite powers of the universe is still zero.
I will never cease struggling for the throne of heaven.
As long as I'm alive, you will never attain it.
Never is a long time.
I have that time.
It is good to walk with you again, my brother. We have not had time since the world was new.
We've always moved in opposite directions.
You going forward and I backward.
What do you see, looking back on what we've made?
I see that I'll have no end of poems to make, of stories to tell. What do you see looking forward from here?
That I will not remain.
I thought so.
We will follow you anywhere, Prometheus, regardless of the risk to ourselves!
I told you, in time.
What shall we do in the meantime?
You must prepare yourselves. Are you ready to relinquish your divinity and walk among men?
But we would become like them.
Man-things! Air breathers!
We wouldn't know what to do.
We struggle with age.
Our bodies will wither. Our beauty will vanish. We will die. But we must have faith, sisters. We've survived hell. We will survive death as well.
It's true.
Are you ready, Prometheus?
Yes. It's time. I die to this life, though I am the fire in your eyes that cannot die. I die to this life, though I live in every flame. O nameless, faceless one who is, I thank you for my life, for all my pains and triumphs, loves and hates, but most of all, I thank you for my death.
Here, now it ends. And here, it begins.
to watch